In this video, we're just going to get absolutely silly with the box. I mean, absolutely silly with the box. So let's create a couple of helper functions first. Now, this is an example that I got from Front-End Masters. It's a course by Brian Lunsdorf, who is like, I would say he's like the functional programming genius. Yeah, very inspirational to me. If you haven't checked out Front-End Masters, check it out. Look for Brian Lunsdorf's courses. Google him. He's got a book. But yeah, so I'm going to kind of use his examples. I'm going to morph it a little bit, but this is kind of where I originally got the box from and started messing with all this stuff. So we're going to say const money to float, and that's going to take in a string, which will be a type string, and it'll return a number. And we don't even need curly braces. We can just say parse float str dot replace $. With that. Okay, that should be pretty straightforward, right? And we'll say const percent to float string, and it'll return a number. We'll use curly braces for this one. We'll say const float equals parse float percent we could probably even simplify this. We'll leave it like that for now. And then we may change it here in the future. Alright, so let's just make a regular function. We'll say const apply discount. It's going to take in a price, which is going to be a type string. It's going to take a discount, which is a number. And then we'll say, this was the example. I don't technically agree with this, but money to float price const savings. I like the savings part. Percent to float discount return cents minus cents times savings. Or maybe we'll make that as toString. Okay, so the console.log that. We'll say we'll give it like a $5 and a 5% discount, right? And then if we log that out, oh, we're getting out a number. Let me see, why do we get out a number? Oh, that's not a number either. Money to float, takes in a string, parses the float, replaces the $. Why would you not work? Oh, no, it'd definitely be a number, right? Not a number. Not a number. So we passed in price. Let's just make sure. Yeah, well, that's the problem. It's be a dollar sign. It's a little late. I'm a little saucy. It's all good. So since it's 5, let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Save it. And that is not the right result that we want. It's 5% of $5 should be, whoopsie, I think 4.75. So let's see, savings, let's look at that. $0.05. Oh, it comes out as 5, so yeah, we need to multiply that out. Okay, 4.75. Sorry for the confusion. This is kind of the traditional way we would do things, really. But I want to introduce another way. And let's just take this and see if we can make this like totally streamlined. So it's just completely badass. So we're gonna say that our percent of float can be a parse float Well, first we're going to take that discount. Percent of float, that's our discount, which is our string. So we're going to do string dot replace percent. And we're doing parse float on that, right? And then if that gives us 20, yep, it does. And then we just come over here and say times 0.01. There we go. Much better. So now let's replace this functionality. So we're going to put a underscore in there. We'll call this one here underscore. And we'll say const apply discount equals price string discount number, and then we'll just do our console log here. Oh, it's the same thing. And right now it's not going to give us anything. That's fine. Okay. So here we're just going to take this price and put it in the box. And what we can do is we can run our first map. And we'll say X. Let's start with the innies. And then we'll try to figure out how to get the innies out of here. We're going to say money to float X. Or no, we'll pass in the, that is the price, really. Yep. Yep, okay, let's just go one step at a time. So we're in a map state here. So let's make a way that we can inspect this thing. If we do a fold here, I don't think, well, it might. Let's see what a fold does. Alright, that's good. But let's go back to box. And let's add a inspect function. So it doesn't really need any function as an input. But what it will do is just log the fact that we're inside a box. Excuse me, I've got the hiccups. And we'll put the value of X inside of there. And let's try using that. So now we're going to just inspect it. Perfect. We have a box with 5 in it. You may be thinking that's stupid, but you'll see why that is actually somewhat important here in a minute. Because we're going to put a box inside a box. I know, right? So we got a $5. So it took the 5, and it took the $sign out, and it gave us 5 back. Alright, well that's beautiful. So let's do another map. We gotta recreate all of this. And we have 2 arguments, so it's like, I can only return one thing from each of those maps. So it makes it a little tricky, but boxes inside of boxes. That's where it's at. So let's come down here inside of this map. We're going to stop using X's probably because it's not perfect. But I'm going to take this and say this is our price now. It's an any. So that's going to send us back our price. That's our $5. So it's 5. If it was $5.25, it would be, we'll see that. We'll change it here in a second. But now what we're going to do is we need to be able to get our savings. So we need to go take that discount and do percent to float on the discount. Because, I mean, it might have had, like, something like this in it. And that's what this will do, strip it out. But it doesn't, so it won't hurt. But we're going to create a new box. We're going to have the price in this box. Let's give ourselves a little room here. We'll map over this one. And we'll say percent to float discount. Should be a fat arrow function. And it's probably like, oh, it's not a string. We'll do 2 string on here just to make it happy. Okay, and let's see what that looks like. What are we left with right here? Oh, our trace is not great, is it? Let's look at our trace. Oh yeah, no, that's good. That's just a little jacked up. So that needs a little work. Not a problem. We're getting there. Comment that out. Save it. We'll still get it. Okay, object. Okay. So let's give it that. Let's trace it. So now wait a minute. The trace should be saying internal trace. Okay. So our discount is 5 cents. So now inside of this box, we have the price, and we just mapped over the discount to get our 0.05. So if we were to do something like, let's try this. I'm just spitballing here. What is going on? Type this guy. Jeez whiz. Okay, so our price is $5. So we have the price in scope and we have the discount in scope inside of this box. And this is crazy, I know. It's nuts. It's hard to wrap your head around it. So we got to keep doing everything inside of this box. If we come back out of this box, if we come outside of this box and go back into this box, we're going to end up losing part of that. I guess we could fold this. We'll play around with it. This will be a long video, but this is so fascinating. So we logged all that out, but that's going to break our chain, so we're going to comment that out. Just keep it in there for a reference. So it's going to run our last map. And I think we just need to fold it here. And then we'll fold this one. Oh, we'll just make it a number. We know it's a number. This will just be a fold. There we go. So I think that is totally awesome. We'll make another video to append this where we'll go ahead and type everything out. Well, actually, what we could just do is just do number here. We know that's going to be a number. Okay, it's not even complaining about our typing there. That is awesome. So that's price. So that's going to be a number. I can type. And that's going to be a number. This, to string. It needs that. Discount. Number. We're good. We're typed. So I want to make some more examples of putting boxes inside of boxes. So I'll come up with a few more, make a few more videos, and then we might look at the either monad or the maybe monad coming up. But how concrete is this? We went from this to this. To me, that's just awesome. Absolutely awesome. So I hope you enjoyed it.